Hello and welcome to Sunday Tea. I am your host, Danielle Lee. This is the very first episode, which I would like to dedicate to all of the loyal men and women. So, why do men cheat? Because they can, because they will, because there's nothing that me, you, or their mother can say or do to stop them from cheating. So the question really is, why are you with a man who cheats? And I'm not saying that women don't cheat, because I know there are many women out there who do cheat and they can do it a lot better than most men. But really and truly, why are you with a man who doesn't value you, doesn't respect you, has no regard for your health or your well-being? And I'm not judging anybody. I've been in situations and I've been in relationships myself where I've been cheated on many times. And the question really is, why do we stay? What makes you think that staying with that man or checking in on him every 5 minutes, knowing his schedule, giving him the best sex of your life, what makes you think that man isn't going to cheat on you? Why would you think putting a ring on your finger, laying down and having another baby is going to prevent your partner from continuing to cheat on you? There's nothing that you can do to stop a man who cheats from cheating. And I truly believe once a cheat, always a cheat. Like, once you're a disloyal person, you're likely always going to be a disloyal person. And I think the issue isn't about the man cheating. Like, a man's going to do whatever he wants to do, and there's nothing we can do to control that. And I don't think we should ever be putting ourselves in a situation or a position where we are trying to control the actions of another person, because they are an individual and they're entitled to live their life exactly how they want to. So that really boils down to you as a person and how much you really value yourself in order to not be in a situation where a man is cheating on you. Now, I know there are many different cases, there are many different scenarios where these things happen, but essentially, the moment you've been betrayed, your relationship is over. There's no coming back from that. You can go to counselling, you can talk, you can cry, you can track them. I don't know what you might want to do, but you'll never forget the moment that you were betrayed, and you're always going to be like wondering, where are they when they're not with you? Or you call their phone and they don't pick up. What are they doing? Who are they with? Like, why would you want to live in a situation where you're constantly trying to figure out what your partner's doing and who they're with? It makes zero sense. All you're doing is torturing yourself. And, I don't understand women who know their partners are cheating, yet they will still go and put a ring on their finger, or they will have another baby, or they just feel like, do you know what it is? It's ego. Your ego is what keeps you in that situation. You would rather hold on to your man just to prove like, oh, he's mine. No other woman can have him, when every woman's probably had him. And it's all ego, because the fact that you're holding on to a man who cheats, and you will eventually forgive a man who cheats, and you would rather blame the woman who he has cheated on you with, who, to be fair, probably doesn't even know of your existence. let's just get that straight. The woman he's cheating with likely doesn't even know that you exist. And this might be hard to hear, but men are master manipulators. Men are so fucking clever when it comes to manipulating women and getting what they want. Don't get me wrong, it's way easier to manipulate a woman who is already vulnerable, who is weak, or who might be in a place of feeling like depressed and not her best self. There are men out there who can sniff women like that out very easily, and they can essentially ruin your life. Men like that will steal your soul and feel no way about it. So I just want to talk about the reasons why we stay, and I will say we because I have been there myself. So I'm not saying this from a place where I'm being like all high and mighty and judging you. Not at all. I've been in situations more than once. I've been cheated on more times than I care to count. And I can tell you, it doesn't matter how loyal you are, how good of a person you are, how much you feed your partner, how well you can cook, how good you are in bed. Like, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. A man who wants to cheat is going to cheat, and that's all there is to it. And the bottom line is, there's nothing you can do to stop that from happening, but there's something that you can do to stop yourself from going through that situation time and time and time again. Think of it. If you're in a relationship, just say, hypothetically speaking, you're in a long-term relationship and you're fully aware that your partner cheats on you regularly or has cheated on you more than once, maybe twice. Be honest. How much do you really trust that person? If you say you trust your partner after cheating, you're a liar. You are a liar. So why are you still in that situation? Like, it comes down to one thing and one thing only. You don't value yourself. You have very little self-worth. You are lacking in confidence, and your self-esteem has been destroyed so much, maybe before you got in your relationship or during your relationship, that you probably feel this is all you're worth. You probably feel that being with a man who cheats on you is all you're worth because you need somebody. You need a man. You don't want to put up with the shame of admitting the situation that you're in. You might even be at a point where he's cheated on you so much you don't even tell people about it anymore. You don't even confide in your friends about the fact he's cheated on you again. Because I heard this from somebody. Shame shields solutions. And when I heard that, I was like, wow, the amount of things that we go through in life that cause us shame, and we continue to stay in that situation because of the shame, because we don't want to be vulnerable and admit like how fucked up our situations are. We would rather hide and pretend that it's not happening, or we'd rather hide and keep the betrayal, the hurt, the pain, just keep it all a secret, keep it all inside. And all you're doing is damaging yourself. And the fact of the matter is, you have to realize that you are worth so much more than what your partner is giving you. You are worth so much more than sticking with a man who shows you no appreciation. He doesn't respect you. He doesn't value you. Does he even take you out? Does he even treat you like... Even if he does take you out, who fucking cares? Like, who cares how much money he's got? Who cares if he takes you out? Like, if he isn't treating you with respect, if he doesn't value you, if he isn't loyal to you, then forget it. Because let me tell you something, without loyalty, there is no love. Somebody can tell you they love you and they're not loyal to you. Somebody can be loyal to you, not like you, but they'll still be loyal to you. Would you rather be with somebody that tells you they love you and is doing like the most dirt behind your back? Or would you rather be with somebody who is loyal? Someone that you can trust? I don't think it's very difficult to really decide. So I think, when you're coming from a place of hurt and you have had your confidence crushed, your self-esteem is very low, you don't look after yourself, you don't love yourself. If you don't love yourself, how is anyone else ever going to love you? And you really have to know that it's possible to turn it around. You really can start to build up your confidence. You can really start to build up your value. What are your values? Like, what are your boundaries? Do you set boundaries? Do you even know what you're worth? You're a diamond, letting somebody treat you like a dime. And there are a lot of men out there who are attracted to women who might appear to be confident, who might, look nice, dress well, and still manage to break her down and target her vulnerability and her weaknesses and use those against her to control situations. Oh, I don't like where this is going. And I feel those men who are attracted to vulnerable women are themselves weak men. And any man who attracts a woman with the intention of breaking her down is a weak man. I want you to really think about your position in your relationship. Like, do you see yourself living this way for the next 5, 10, 20 years? Are you really gonna give your whole life to somebody who treats you like shit? There surely comes a point where you have to look at yourself and want to improve the situation. There surely must come a point where you you deserve better. You might have gotten that situation at a bad point in your life. You might have got into that situation during a time when you were struggling with certain things in your life, or you may have just come out of a bad relationship and gone into another one thinking that's gonna magically heal you, which it never does. So just really think about what you're worth. Think about how much do you think you're worth? Because you are worth way more than what you think you are. And I'm not saying leave your partner. Like, if you want to be in a situation like that, that's up to you. But for the women out there who know they deserve better and want better and are sick and tired of being treated like shit, you don't need to lick the breadcrumbs that somebody is dropping behind them. You don't need to lick up breadcrumbs. You don't need to tolerate the scraps that somebody is throwing your way. Like, why do you want to be at home taking care of your kids, looking after your home, like cooking, cleaning, doing all of these things that you think a good woman should do, when your man is out there playing around with somebody who probably doesn't even know how to cook? So you can turn it around and you can become a woman who knows her worth, a woman who knows what she deserves, and a woman who isn't going to tolerate bullshit and crap anymore. And just love yourself more than you love anybody else. And, you know, when you're not used to love and you don't know, or you've never been shown real love, it's really difficult to know how to love yourself. But you can learn. And it's going to start with really taking a good long look at yourself and understanding and knowing what you're worth and what you deserve. So yeah, it obviously really frustrates me because I just hate seeing people being taken advantage of, and I just feel like, you know, once you start to value yourself, once you really start to understand your worth and know you are worth more than what you're putting up with, it obviously doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. Healing is a lifelong journey. But once you start to understand the reasons why you are in certain situations and why you tolerate certain situations and why you attract certain situations, once you can understand that, it's like it's basically the first step in learning to love yourself, and it's a step in the right direction to attracting what you truly deserve. And nobody deserves to be betrayed. Nobody deserves to live a life where they're constantly like worrying or wondering what the other person they're sharing their life with is doing. You don't deserve that. You deserve to live a life where you feel valued. And if no one else is going to value you, then you better value yourself. If no one else is going to love you, you better learn to love yourself. If no one else is going to see your worth, then the only thing you can do is see your own worth. Okay? So this is my first podcast. This is the first episode. I hope it wasn't too harsh. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've learned something. Maybe I've said a few things that maybe resonated with you. I will be exploring different issues around life, love, everything in between. And I hope you will join me again next Sunday for another episode of Sunday Tea with me, Danielle, your host. Take care. Bye.